Ooh, welcome everyone to the Daily Juice Podcast on the Betting Pros Network. I'm your host, Sean, stacking the money green. And as always, Daily Juice is being brought to you by BetMGM. Use that promo code JUICE150 and you got yourself a $1,000 risk-free bet. All right, let's get to it. This is going to be a very special football edition of the Daily Juice because it's Thursday night. We got football on. We got college right around the corner. And yes, I will be doing a Q&A, college football picks week 0. Obviously, I'm going to be giving out some college football picks for week 0 on the show for Friday, Saturday AM as well. But yeah, bettingpros.com/CFB, kicking off the Q&A, Betting Pros Discord, Friday, 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock East. Come in, say what's up. Hey, maybe you got a lock for college football week 0. I'll give out mine, answer questions. Hey, we'll just talk college football. I mean, come on, it's right around the corner. But today, we got 2 preseason games. I got plays on both and an NFL win total. Futures Friday. There's too many good picks. I got to give it out. I can't save these for Friday, and especially this one in particular because it's based off some breaking news. All right, but let's get to the recap first. 2-1, and nice. That's always pretty sweet. A little cash there. Past 2 nights I've gone 2-1. Both losses, losing by only essentially a half a run there. Got a nice little 1.33 units of profit, so shout out to me. All right, let's get the loss out of the way. The Orioles as home dogs on the run line. I'm still going to be all over that when we're talking baseball, but they almost pulled it out. They were down 5-1. I was like, there's no hope. And then they gave me hope. They got 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th, cut it to 5-3. And unfortunately, that's where it ended. I had the +1.5, so close. Don't worry, Orioles. I'm not mad at you. You've won me so much money. You're still in the good pile, Orioles. And speaking of the good pile, the Detroit Tigers, huh? How about that? That is a nice sized dog, +150 on the money line, 6-1. Manning pitched a really nice game. Got himself into a little trouble, but then got out of it. 0 earned runs for the start there. So shout out to you, Tigers. Thank you for that +150 cover. Really appreciated that. And then, of course, Dodgers run line, 12-6. I mean, the Dodgers are so good at this point. They've turned Joey Gallo's season around. Like, they're just put anyone in the lineup. I feel like I could go 1 for 3 in this Dodgers lineup. They're just rotating who's getting the hits, the homers. It's a bloodbath right now. This team is historic for so many reasons. Not only win-loss, but like gambling records as well. I can't believe, night before is +155 on the run line. Last night was only -120. I mean, these poor sports books, they're going to go out of business if you just keep giving great prices like that on the Dodgers run line. Are you kidding me? All right, before we get to the football picks, talking about a football jersey. Hey, what about this sweet Vince Papale jersey I got up on the screen? You could win an autographed Vince Papale jersey. All you got to do is leave a review over on Apple Podcasts or CastBox, and then fill out the form, bettingpros.com/Papale. bettingpros.com/PAPALE for the legend himself, Vince Papale autographed jersey, courtesy, as always, of our good buddies over at Pristine Auction. All right, let's get to the football picks. Packers at Chiefs. Thursday night football. I'm going Chiefs money line +100 over on DraftKings. Andy Reid playing a little coy here. He hasn't ruled out Mahomes. Mahomes has played 3 series so far in the preseason. I think 1 the first game, 2 last game. I think he scored touchdowns in both. I mean, he's looked really good. I think we're going to see Mahomes 1, maybe 2 series. And the logic is they still have a lot of new moving parts here with the Kansas City offense. They're trying to figure out replacements for Tyreek Hill. So I think they're gonna play Patrick Mahomes. So I think the fact that you're getting Mahomes here, Chiefs money line +100. Now, how much are we gonna see of Mahomes? Again, this is why betting on preseason is so exciting, and for intelligent degenerates like myself, we won't see any Aaron Rodgers again. Jordan Love has looked okay. but I'm still not completely believing him. And actually, I'll say this. The Chiefs' defense, I think, has actually been pretty good. We were on the Commanders last game against the Chiefs, and they iced it with a nice interception there. So I think the Chiefs get some turnovers, and I don't know how much we're going to even see of Jordan Love. I feel like they've gotten a lot of work out of Jordan Love. Maybe he plays the first half, and then Etling plays the second half. We're not going to see any Aaron Rodgers. So I think the Chiefs have the edge here. And you'll notice in these preseason games, too, this week, there's a lot more travel than normal. Obviously, Green Bay to Kansas City isn't a crazy travel schedule, but, relatively short week. And then you throw in the Kansas City home crowd, which I think in preseason there are very few fan bases that I think actually I give a slight boost to the home team, and the Chiefs are one of them. Bills are also a team where you can, I think, factor in the home crowd a little bit. And I think I wouldn't be surprised, the passing, unfortunately, of Len Dawson, Chiefs legend. Shout out to him. I know Patrick Mahomes was sharing a bunch of cool stuff on social media honoring him. And I think, again, this is the last preseason game. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little internal motivation from the organization to go out. I'm sure there'll be some Len Dawson tributes and, a little extra energy there to get the win, get the W. Packers, their other road preseason game, they lost 28-21 in San Francisco. It kind of feels like a similar spot here for the Packers. I feel like the Packers have kind of seen everything they want to see. And I just like the Chiefs at home. I like the fact that you're sitting there at plus 100 as well on the money line. Next game, a doubleheader, Thursday Night Football. Let's go. 49ers at the Texans. I'm taking the Texans +4 as the home dog. You can get that over on WinBet. Both teams are 2-0, but I think the Texans are actually the more motivated team as far as preseason. Trey Lance didn't play against the Vikings. I doubt he's going to be playing in this game as well, but the Texans actually, they're kind of like the Steelers in that they have pretty good quarterback depth. Maybe not for the real NFL season, but certainly for the NFL preseason. Because you got Davis Mills, who I'm slightly higher than market on Davis Mills. I'm not gonna be pounding Davis Mills MVP bets, but I do like the Texans week 1. We'll get to that later. But Davis Mills, I think, is still going to see a decent amount of action. You got Jeff Driscoll and Kyle Allen combined. They have 26 NFL starts. So I think it's kind of a veteran bunch there if you throw in Mills as well. They really, if you watch that Rams game, they really tried to win that Rams game. They did. They won. They got the cover as a road team there. Now they're a home dog. I know Shanahan has been good in preseason as of late, but I think Lovie Smith has come in pretty motivated. And honestly, if you watch that Texans defense, just eye test, they were flying around. And again, this just could be preseason. And I think if there's anyone that may even scheme up a little bit in the preseason to get his guys some wins, to build their confidence, this is when, bad teams can be kind of frisky in the NFL preseason, because I think I think this Texans team needs some confidence. I think Lovie Smith knows that. And I think a win or even hanging around in this game, I think means a lot for this Texans team. I love them getting 4 points here. I don't see the 49ers winning by more than 4. So really like the spot catching 4 points as a home dog. You know what else I love? I love tracking my picks with Betting Pros. That's right. All you got to do is head over to, I'm pulling up the, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see me clicking on the wrong buttons there. Still preseason form. bettingpros.com/pick-tracking. bettingpros.com/pick-tracking. Sync all your sportsbooks there. Automatically track your picks. Makes it super easy, super convenient. Let the machines do the heavy lifting. All right, last pick, and this is a future bet. Is this a highly biased bet? Sure, of course. But is this a highly biased bet with some good angles on it? I believe so as well. Give me the Dallas Cowboys under 10.5 wins, -135 over on WinBet. I'm putting 3 units down. Here's the angle. First off, get the 10.5 because some places are hanging a 10, and I shopped around using the Betting Pros app. 10.5 -135 on Win was the best price I could find. Let's start from here. Win total is 10.5, and yet Mike McCarthy has like the second lowest odds to be the first coach fired. Something doesn't give here. Looking at the Dallas Cowboys offensive line, historically that had been a real pillar of this team, just a strength of the team. Now it's fallen apart. I mean, one, they lost La'el Collins, who was a very, very solid starter there, to the Bengals. And then, not sure if you saw the news breaking last night there, Tyron Smith, left tackle for the Cowboys, suffered a torn hamstring. He's going to be out for months at least. So, again, that is big. And if you look at these splits with Tyron Smith and without, it's a stark difference for this Cowboys offense. Yards per rush goes from 4.8 down to 4.1. Yards per pass attempt goes from 7.8 down to 7.1. Sack percentage goes from 4.2% all the way up to 6.2%. You factor that in, and then you factor that, Dak lost one of his best weapons in Amari Cooper. They brought in James Washington to help round out the receiver core. He's out for the season. And the defense, kind of carried the team. They relied heavily on turnovers at plus 14 turnover differential. If you follow any sort of the regression stuff, fumble luck, interceptions, it's really tough to rely on that and to repeat it back-to-back years. So they don't get the same amount of turnovers they get. Their offensive line isn't as strong. How is this team going to get 11 wins? And hit me up in the Discord, because I'd love to know, bettingpros.com/chat. Honestly, I know I'm biased. How did this Cowboys team get better in the offseason? It's just about players they've lost, players that have gotten hurt, players they couldn't sign because of the salary cap. It's really, I just don't see any room for optimism with this team. I understand their schedule is probably manageable, but 11 wins I think is going to be a lot given this situation. And I was already on the under, but then you throw in Tyron Smith, and the books I think will adjust the under. So if you want to get on this under 10.5 with me, I would say strike while the iron is hot, because I would be shocked if this number 10.5 is there when the rest of the betting public comes to the window there, closer to kickoff. So highly recommend. Hey, I'm doing it. If you guys want to do it, hey, it's your money. It's not my money, And last but not least, Dallas sucks. Go Birds. All right, so give me Dallas Cowboys under 10.5 minus 135 over on win. That is a 3-unit play. Texans +4 at home against the 49ers. Get that on win as well. And then Chiefs money line at home as well, +100 over on DraftKings. Thank you guys for tuning in. Follow us on TikTok at Betting Pros. Follow me on Twitter at Sean T. Green. Subscribe to my other show, Sports Gambling Podcast. Just gave out some Week 0 college football picks over there, and preseason picks as well. I'll be giving my favorite plays on this show. So, hey, you know what to do. Subscribe, rate, and review. And as always, don't forget to let it ride.